Hello, welcome back. I got to make this real quick. I just left the store. About to head home, and I got some cold stuff. But I play Destiny 2. Okay, I made a video about this time last year saying I'm quitting Destiny 2 because I was a little ticked off, and I'd only been. I got the new Xbox as a Father's Day gift of all crazy things last June. And so I've only been playing a little about a year or so. And I've really enjoyed it. I like the look of it. Sometimes it's a little hard for me at times, but it reminds me a lot of Phantasy Star Online. Um, and I had the original Destiny. I still have it in its tin clamshell case. Unfortunately, it will not work on the 360 version on the Xbox X, which is sad, disappointing there. But I was listening to Wilhelm scream, and I'll listen to Houndish and a couple of other guys for updates, for help, for guides, etc., etc. How to do things, how to find things, because I'm not that great of a player. Well, number one, two, I don't have a lot of time to sit and just grind for hours and hours and hours. I'm a dad with a full time job, and I'm the one going around getting stuff done. Long story short, yeah, too late. Uh, I'd hate to see it go. I really would, because it is just so fun, and most of the time, I'm kind of glad that because they had taken what's that, the character with the weapon and all his little bounties, excuse me, down to just two or three bounties, and I'm like, huh? And because I like doing the bounties for the heck of it, and for the most part, I, um, I'm playing the free side for the most of the things. And whenever things have come up on sale for like $2.38, maybe $4 or $5 for an older set, as long as it's still available, I'll get it. I'll download it. So I've got a few things, but then when they threw the our power level under the rug, and I had for months and months and months and months and months, our power did not just go to zero or anything like that. When I came in, it was like around the 1990s, 1970 or something. And I remember getting about 2030-ish power or whatever before all of a sudden I log in and everything's 10. And I'm like, 10? And all of a sudden, all the quests and things that I was playing, I don't have access to because I don't have power enough. And I'm just like, what? And I wasn't real happy. But I was able to trudge through, get past that first part of the new season or whatever it was back then. Um, get some experience, get some items, uh, and enhancing items with items, etc. And getting with something that I like that feels about right for my hunter, and etc. And so I've been, and it was kind of fun. And the first time I turned into the little spark ball thing, I'm like, cool, this is like Metroid. And I didn't have a problem with it, but apparently a lot of other people did. And then even later, in the Ghost, at one point makes a comment about it, about, boy, it makes me dizzy, which was probably a joke, or about a light joke about everybody else, some people really bothering them. So maybe they're not using that as much. And of course, then the other ghost was like, I don't know what you're talking about, kind of thing. So I guess, it didn't bother me. The motion didn't bother me at all. The mechanic was a little hard to grasp, so to speak. But it wasn't too bad. But, it was like give or take. And I was just like, well, cool, this is reminds me of Metroid or Metroid Prime or something like that, rolling around like a ball like that. But that things aside, hopefully this is Bungie's way of saying, trying to gain interest back for some players, because I understand they've lost many. The last installment or two have not been that great, and I'm not paying for it. I don't have the money to pay. What is it, like $50-$100 for the annual cost or whatever to get all these installments and blah 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 blah. I don't do it. I really don't do that. The Bright Dust has been fun. So I'm very selective on my colors. I'm like, boy, that's gaudy. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, but this looks okay. That looks okay. I like that and whatever. And there's a lot of little, I forgot what you call them. The things you can change the look of some weapons and whatnot, armaments or whatever. And those are okay. And if I don't have the item because it's some exotic I don't have or can't get, oh hey, more Bright Dust for me. No water off my back. I'm sort of an okie dokie content kind of player, but the main thing is that I hope this is kind of a ploy, this whole 52-day thing about pulling the servers or something to try to get some interest back. We'll see if they're really going to hold to their guns, and putting what they're saying is really going to happen or not. I just wish I could play my original copy of Destiny on the Xbox X, but you can't. I think you can play the original download from Steam on Steam. There's been rumors of Microsoft buying out Steam and putting it on the Xbox as well, which would be kind of cool if they would do that. I mean, there's a ton of downloads on the system itself, and that I'm a console player, unless you haven't figured it out. But I really would hate to see Destiny 2 go. I know there's a lot of the people that pay for the stuff that aren't happy, and I can understand that. In that they've lost a lot of players. So hopefully they can get their ducks in the row. I know the CEO of Bungie left or something. I don't know all the drama. I don't know all the details. So we'll see what happens. I mean, there've been some changes recently, and the one with the Quicksilver sword glitch, that was fun. Once I heard about that, and I'm like, I have this weapon. I'm going to enhance it. Let's go for it. And I couldn't, again, I don't have a whole lot of time to play, but I was able to, take care of a few bosses and try to kind of farm some stuff, but not really. I was just, again, doing it for the fun of it, for the most part. I'm trying to get through this certain new part in the Helio section and trying to shoot the buttons as you go down that chute to be able to undo all the electrical grids. I can't get past that. And I finally, and if I was on live the other night, I have one person that'll watch me if it's even a person or not. And was so frustrated, I just turned the whole thing off. I'm like, after about the baker's doesn't try, I'm like, forget this. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that item or not, which I'm not even playing on the highest difficulty. It's like always defaults to the middle difficulty. So I don't know if I can change it to like the original, the easiest difficulty or not. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that would help or not. But it's getting dark and I'm getting hungry. I need to go pick up dinner for my family. But, tell me what you think. I know a lot of people are ticked. A lot of people are like, casual players like me are like, well, crap, now what are we going to do? I know there's other games out there, and Destiny does take a lot of memory on the system. Now, I did we got some free games from a friend at work, and we were downloading some stuff, and because of I can't believe 2 terabytes goes like that, but we were having to take off games to be able to stick in a disc to be able to download it. I don't like the whole downloading system, but that's just me. Even though the 360 gave you that option, it actually did, and helped with a few games. But anyway, they've turned the lights on out here. I don't know if because they see I'm out here, or maybe it's on a timer. I don't know which. But let me know what you think. I know there's a lot of voices out there, and yeah, I guess that video I put out about a year ago was all for naught, and it wasn't exactly, oh, another video of someone hating on Destiny 2. Let's check this out. I mean, I really was ticked at the time. I forgot what mission I was stuck in. But there's been fun stuff that I've really enjoyed. I really like the graphics. So whether you're a hard-earned player or a casual player or somewhat new to the game, which I don't know, it's been around over 10 years, right? I just still enjoy the graphics of the game alone. Because, hey, people, I'm over 50 years old. Think about some of the games I grew up playing. Games with a black background and a glowing maze, whether it was something like Gauntlet, Joust, Donkey Kong, Pepper 2, Arkanoid, Donkey Kong Jr., Balloon Fight. Well, Balloon Fight kind of had a background, but you know, a lot of the games back then were just, the game was on a black background. You know, there was not much to look at. And then so when we went from that to something like Sonic on the Genesis, it was like, wow, it was a leap. And then going from that to say something like Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo with its vibrant colors and gameplay, wow, you know, going from Mario 3 to Mario World, and the fighting games from Street Fighter 2 to Mortal Kombat. All these leaps in technology helped. And I really, I could be wrong. It could have been spurned by other things, but I think a lot of this has been spurned from the video game industry. Myself, I might be half wrong on that, but for us to be able to get where we are today, I try not to take my games for granted. Yeah, I gave up Murakumo, whatever it was, on the original Xbox. If you want to hear some bad voice acting, see if there's a video of Murakumo on YouTube. The gameplay was fun. The premise was neat. It wasn't easy to play. It was like a flying mech game kind of thing. And if you thought the original voice acting on Resident Evil was somewhat bad on the original PlayStation or Saturn, I had it on the Saturn, by the way. And I had a little guidebook, and I put it out on eBay and sold it. Kind of wish I hadn't. But and I thought that voice acting was pretty bad. But nothing beats Murakumo. Check that out. But anyway, we'll let you go. Let me know what you think about if you're playing Destiny 2, if you're enjoying it, if you left like 3 seasons ago or episodes ago. You know, they kind of killed off the girl on the moon with the 3 eyes. But of course, you know, go to the moon, she's right there still with her little bounties or whatever, you know, as an NPC kind of character. And then the black lady, we got to see some really cool background with her at the start of what this other, I can't remember these characters' names. I haven't been playing it that long. Or I'm just bad with names. I'm bad with names. And that was really cool, and seeing Earth and everything beforehand. That was interesting. That was interesting. So I better go. I don't know if there's a loitering thing around here or not. And I got cold stuff in the back anyway. It's been 15 minutes. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I just had to talk about something else, and you know, something I enjoy kind of doing when I have the time. And if you are on Twitch and you see me playing and you wonder, like, why is he looking up? There's nothing up there. Why isn't he? I fell asleep. Okay, and every now and then I'll wake up like, oh gosh, I fell asleep, and I'll start playing again, and all of a sudden, and then the camera goes dunk, because I've fallen asleep again. It's terrible, and I'm thinking, I'm waking up and I'm like, oh crap, is the one person that it looks like there's watching me, are they still watching me, or wondering what the heck is going on? But yeah, I fall asleep a lot because I'm playing real late at night. About the only time I get to play. So with that, you know, what characters do you like playing as a hunter, or golly, or a Titan, or the other one? Everything. My mind is just a tabula rasa right now. I apologize. Warlock, is that it? Um, how long have you been playing? What was some of your favorite missions and stories that you experienced in Destiny 2? I'm part of a fire team, but they were my friends off Earth Wars, and they don't play anymore. So I'm walking around with a fire team name, or that doesn't play the game anymore. And I may try to see if I can undo that. Maybe start my own fire team, maybe called "This Is the End" or something. I don't know. Because I need to play with somebody. On occasion, you know, they'll pick the people and you drop in and you play, you know, the Devil's Lair. I like the Devil's Lair. That's real fun. And that was another thing with the new thing that popped up. Oh, there's Kakis, and probably his little cute daughter opening the video for him. That's so funny. But anyway, let me know some of your more memorable parts of Destiny 2, what you play as, you know, your favorite weapon, what you play on, if you happen to play on Steam or, you know, computer, or which console. I'm not looking for anything crazy here. I'm just being little old me. I'm just a lovable, well, now skinny fuzzball. I used to be a lot bigger than this not that long ago. Almost 300 pounds and about 52 in the waist. Now I'm like 195 or 190 and 38 in the waist, maybe. Yeah, there's a story to that too. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. As always, don't just have a great day, have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.